What's up YouTube, welcome back to Team Orion, I'm Chris and today we're showing off a deck profile for Pure K9 as well as a couple of small combos that you can do with just the K9 cards. I thought I'd play Pure K9 because I've got really nothing better to do, to be honest. I thought, well, Vanquish Soul wasn't really exciting me with K9. I don't really play Crystron, even though Crystron best deck. Shout out to TJ from Team Orion, shout out to Oliver. But I thought I'd just try Pure K9. I took it to locals, did get 2-1, but yeah, I don't think it really came up certain ratios, so I've just changed it around for this video. So let's just get straight into the deck. Alright, so for the main deck K9s, we're playing Friazuna, best card really. Your opponent activates any monster effect in hand or grave, you just go full combo with this card and Lupus. You wouldn't really be catching any player playing less than 3. Jockle at 3 as well, because it is our secondary starter. Reveal it and any level 5 in hand, any K9 or even another card that I'm playing, then it searches. It's just honestly an excellent playmaker for the deck. Playing 2 Lantern, I was originally playing 3, but it ended up just being more bricky than good. It's still really good recursion and grind material, but I feel like definitely playing 3 is the brick. 2 of the new K9 Naroy, really good starter for the deck. It is a 1-card combo in itself to go into Ripper, then you start everything else. I don't want to play 3 simply because it only activates effects upon normal, but hand knowledge is really good in this day and age of Yu-Gi-Oh! So the last K9 monster we're playing in the main deck is Lupus. Lupus just summons from hand or grave. If your opponent's activating a monster effect in hand or grave, then quick exceeds during your opponent's turn. You don't want to play more than 1 really. I did play 2 last week at locals, but I feel like 1 is the right choice even in pure. So let's move these out of the way so I can show you the K9 spells. So for the K9 spells, we're playing Free Case because, well, it's one of our main searches. Especially if you're playing pure, you wouldn't be catching play any less. Plus, even though you can only activate 1 per turn, you can make sure multiple stay on the field. You can try and pop 1 to set any of the quick play K9s. But I had a scenario come up at locals where I had all 3 set up, so if my opponent activated any monster effect in hand or grave, all my K9s were buffed by 2700. Not too bad really. 1 release restraint and 1 force release. Just the pseudo rank up spells for K9. I played 1 release restraint, 1 force release because I play a lot of non K9 rank 5s. So I just wanted to end up with a way to still end up with those going into a Ripper, Jax or Werewolf. Force release you pretty much play regardless, even in non-pure variants. For non-engine, this is the other level 5 I was talking about. There's a Blasted Negation Fortress. Just summon it into a column where there's no cards. It negates any card effects that would be activated in that column, but it's pretty much the best level 5 extender you have for K9. You can also put it in the Pendulum Zone to get any card effect that would activate in the column with the Pendulum Zone. Never really came up for me, but I still want to play 3 so I can make sure I draw it the most. Then for hand traps, we're playing 3 Ash, 3 Fua, 3 Perilia, and 3 Nib. Pretty concise. Like, I could argue I could play more hand traps, like maybe taking some of the ratios of the K9s down, but Fua and Perilia are really good this format with certain decks. Like Fua Loss regardless is just really good. Perialia's like 50-50. It's like I've debated putting it inside, but I'm going to keep it in main just so I can keep the draw power. So for spells in non-engine, we've got our search power, that being 3 chaotic elements, 3 7th tachyon. So I'll show you when we get to the extra deck how 7th tachyon is actually going to search as our cards. But chaotic elements does pretty much the same thing. Adds us either Jockle or Lantern. This pretty much adds Jockle as well. It adds Lantern, sorry. I thought I'll maximise on my starters. Initially, I didn't play Tachyon in this deck because I thought it would be quite rubbish, but through further testing, it's really good. And then 3 Imperm. Gotta rep the Starlights because why not? Extra deck. So for the extra deck, for K9s, we're playing 2 Ripper, 1 Werewolf, 1 Jax. I felt as if Hound, even in Pure, isn't exactly the greatest. Sure, it can keep getting attacked, but your opponent could potentially SP it or get rid of it, and in turn it special summoned. It can get buffed up a lot, but I didn't personally rate it enough. Jax, I really enjoy. I enjoy it probably more than most people. Being able to pop at any point, then having Jax underneath a werewolf means that this could have potentially 2 attacks with 6/6. It's not too bad. For more just generic rank 5s, we're playing Vine Mana, Monster Negates, Valen, pretty much what you're going to end on anyways. Book and Mooning, something has a quick effect, then if it's sent to graveyard by any means, target a face down card on the field, destroy it. Pretty good. Nash Knight Engine, so we're playing Nash Knight, we're playing the 104, CSC is Nash Knight and C104. So this is our Tachyon target, it's rank 5 Dark, so it allows us to get to things like Jockle and Lantern. This pops the Speller Trap upon summon, and because we're playing the 104, it gains its additional effect where the opponent activates a monster effect on field, activate this effect, negate that effect, send a random card from hand to grave, and half their life. So if they're on 8, they go down to 4. Honestly, I do like this. Like, I debated playing C107, but I didn't feel like it came up enough for me. Then the main 2 Xyz, Zeus and Typhon. I don't feel like I've gone into Typhon enough in this deck to where it is fully necessary, but it is. Like, you're going to have those games where you're going to be a bit stuck. Zeus, you're playing so many Xyzs that slapping a Zeus on top of one of them potentially can just win you games. So, playing a couple of Links and another Xyz for another strategy that you can see on the left there. Playing Dagda, Azalea and Quinkery. We have a short on the channel showing how these cards plus Mjolnir allows you to lock your opponent out of the game. I'll also quickly show you at the end of this video how to do it. I feel like it's a good thing for this deck, especially when, in theory, your closest to the end game is Werewolf attacking multiple times. Then side deck, obviously you can see the artifact, Mjolnir. Summon it onto your opponent's board. They have to mandatory activate it, target an artifact in grave, special it. Also, you cannot special summon monsters until the end of the next turn except for artifacts. That is mandatory, even if they do have a target, and because of the also clause, they do still get locked out. Then, free draw against Mitsu, potentially Yumi if they're playing a bit of an outlandish version. I still rate draw in the format. You could have decks that rely on multiple searches, such as White Forest as a Mina, for example. Bell, still really good this format. I just didn't have space in main deck. I could have taken maybe something out for it, but good against Mitsu, good against Yumi. You can't really complain there. Then we've got Harpy's Feather Duster, 2 Lightning Storm. Pretty standard. I pretty much play this ratio on every single sideboard because Back row removal is so prevalent, you might as well just play it. Then I've got 1 talent to Thrust. I was trying to put 3 Thrust in, but for the Mjolnir to go inside, I was maining it, but it didn't come up enough to main it. I thought I'd just play 2 Thrust and talents, and then Daruma Cannon and D-Barrier. 2 amazing cards for Mitsu, for Yumi. Like, this deck practically loses to Yumi at times, so it's like we have to build up our side deck against it. But that's it for the deck itself. So what I'll do now is show you a couple of combos that you can just do willy-nilly. Alright, we're going to start this combo off with just Naroy, the new one. So we're going to normal summon Naroy. We'll activate its effect to summon a K9 from deck. We will do that to search for Jockle. Then Jockle's effect will activate to search a non-aqua K9, that being Lantern. We can use these 2 now, because we are forced to use a K9. Go into K9 Ripper. We'll go Ripper's effect to add any K9 card, which would be the case. So we'll activate case, add in any K9 monster that we want. We could add Jockle, for example. Then we can go Lantern, target the Naroy, summon these 2. Then these 2 could be made into another rank 5, such as the Nash Knight engine. We can go Nash effect, equip the 104, then you can attach a face-up monster on the field. We're not going to, because that's the only one we have. Then CXC's Nash, detaching the Nash Knight. For C104, we'll go C104 effect, pop the case. Case activates to get us our K9 quick play spells. So we'll set Force Release. So just with Naroy itself, you've set yourself up for at least Ripper plus Masquerade plus a Force Release. If you have any other level 5 in your hand, you can summon Jockle using its effect as well. And then go for another rank 5 or even a link play. Just 1 card makes this deck, honestly. So for the second of 3 combos, we're going to go as if your opponent's gone Perulia. They've activated a monster effect in hand or grave. So we can go main phase, Zuna's effect. We will dump the Lupus once I find it. There we go. Lupus effect to summon from hand or grave. Then we can use these to summon into, come on, there we go, the Ripper. We'll go Ripper's effect, detaching the Lupus to add a K9 card. We can add a case, and because our opponent's activated a monster effect in hand or grave, we can set the Force Release. We'll activate the case for K9. Add in Lantern. We'll go Lantern effect, targeting the Lupus, summon these 2. Then we'll go Lantern effect. Add in another case for K9 for later. We'll use these 2 to go into the Nash Knight engine again. CXCs, then the 104 underneath the Nash, I do apologise. Then CXC's effect, summoning 104, then we can do 104 effect to pop case. Case can activate here. actually setting release restraint. So with that, we've still got case for setup, we've got a monster negate, we've got a monster negating hand or grave, and if they try and imperm or veiler us, you've always got force release or release restraint to get rid of these two into another K9 card. For the final combo, we'll do the artifact lock. So we'll normal summon Naroy, we'll activate its effect to summon a Zuna from deck. Zuna effect will dump the Lupus. These two will go into a Ripper. We'll go Ripper's effect to search. That being the Lantern. We've got Lantern effect targeting Lupus. Summon these two. We'll use Ripper and Lupus to go into Artifact Dagda. Then we'll go Chainlink 1 Lantern to search, Chainlink 2 Dagda to set. So we will set Artifact Mjolnir and search for K9. Case of K9 will activate, searching for our Jokul. We will use Lantern and the Dagda because they are light or darks to go into Azalea. Azalea effect targeting Mjolnir to destroy it, and then it sends to grave because I have 3 or less spells in grave. Then we can go Jokul effect, summon the level 5. And then we can go effect to search for an Azuna for the next turn, just in case. These two then go into the Princess. We'll go Princess effect, detaching whichever one we want, then targeting the artifact Mjolnir to go onto their board. So this makes so they activate the Mjolnir even with no targets. They get locked out for 2 turns of special summoning. It's set for artifacts. It's pretty good, saying it's pretty much a 1.5 cards combo in this deck. I argue you don't really want to play it in anything else other than this variant, except for maybe Crystron K9, possibly. But that's it for us with the combo guide and deck profile. Hope you all enjoyed, and be sure to tune in for more Team Orion content. See you guys later.